Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you a job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Hey, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know
can make all the difference in your job search. So we've got an amazing, jam-packed session for you guys today. We've got some very special guests who came all the way from Azle. We got Donnie Boivin.
Wow, you got it right.
I got it right.
Wow.
Audience, y'all know I got it. I never do that, so I got his name.
This is a moment right now. That's
a good one because
celebrate this moment.
Name a little, if you're hooked on phonics.
When I get it right, that's a mic drop. Okay, but hold on. I do gotta throw this quick disclaimer out there, guys. Donnie is a former Marine. Thank you so much for your service.
No, he is a Marine.
My honor.
He is a Marine, yeah.
You know how they do it.
Devil dog.
And viewer discretion advised on this show. Hey, it's all good.
So some language is going to come out, so just be prepared for it.
It might. We'll see. Just don't be surprised, okay? Viewer discretion advised. But it's going to be a great show. We've got some great information for you. Guys, let's go to the audience real quick. Let's get a quick check-in and see who we got here with us.
Yeah, who we got here?
We got G. What's up, G? All the way from Frisco. What is going on? Kelly Snyder. Courtney Melendez. What is up?
Melendez.
Oh, Melendez.
Yes.
See, I told you.
This is why you don't do names.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, he seriously does.
We got, hey, Don Mason, how are you? Hey, Don, how's it going out there? Carrie Kane, Sheila Mabus, and
Philip
Mary
Austin's
Leone.
in the house.
So, guys, real quick, as you're checking in, tell us where you're tuning in from.
Right.
I saw there were some people here from England. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in.
Clayton
That's
Cunningham
awesome.
right here.
That's the power of the internet.
That's
Isn't that
right.
Cool?
That is.
So tell us where you're tuning in from. And then also, if you're seeking employment, we want to know what you're looking for. So you can put a hashtag and then put, project management or HR, whatever you're looking for. And if you are helping, if you're supporting the network, if you're a coach or if you're a recruiter or company even, we want to hear from you too. So make sure you let us know and identify yourself. Maybe you could put hashtag now hiring in the comments section. So please do that. Guys, I want to do the prayer of the week this week, but there was an announcement that I thought was really cool. Before I get into that, this actually came from Paul Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paul Cameron out in Chicago.
Yep.
And, he's been on the show, and he does a lot of work with job seekers as well. So I got this email today, and I just really excited me. It actually brought a little tear to my eye, actually, to be honest with you. So it was pretty touching. So Paul says, Trevor and Foster, a couple weeks ago, Trevor started your show talking about the challenge of hearing others not wanting to be part of the show due to the Christian values being expressed. For many, many years, I've been facilitating 2 job clubs. One is faith-based and the other is neutral. Specifically, so the other people don't feel excluded or turned off by it. After seeing your show and how you opened up and Foster and everyone is about giving thanks to Jesus for everything, I asked the church if they would be willing to fold the group into my other group. And they said yes. So now I only facilitate one group and it is faith-based. I feel a huge weight has been lifted. This was definitely the right move, and frankly, I should have done it years ago. I just wanted to let you know that you inspired all of it and to say a huge thank you. Trevor, when you said that you were troubled by people feeling put off by your faith, I just wanted you to know that your public expression of faith inspired a great thing here in Chicago. So thank you, and may God bless you. So I really want to give a special shout out to Paul Cameron for sending that to me. I had no idea. I just really felt led to say that because we have had some controversy about that specific subject. And so I'm glad to see that it's making an impact in other places.
Well, and I want to expound upon that because it's not just the fact that it is what we believe and we feel that that's what you should believe. I mean, we respect everybody's beliefs.
100%.
That's right, yeah.
This is what we believe, and faith is actually one of our values in our business. And
Yep.
so we feel that it's a good cornerstone or a foundation for anyone, right? No matter what you believe, but if you have faith, we feel that it makes you a better person. So. I
Well,
think
guys,
that's
always
what
do
it's
you.
about.
Don't let anybody ever tell you to do anything else. Just do you. It just makes life a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree with that. Another one of our cornerstones is equality. And the equality of being able to express your own faith, whatever that may be for you. You know, I don't know what that is for you. We're not trying to, again, with the show, to push our beliefs onto anyone.
No.
But I love the fact that Paul shared that with me, that he felt led because I stood up for my beliefs, and it helped him do the same thing. So I love that. Let's go to the man upstairs real quick. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day and for people like Paul who will stand up for their beliefs and be themselves and be authentic. Bless this show, right? Bless the show. Bless the audience who are going through a hard time. They're struggling. They got a lot of challenges right now. You know, being without income and with COVID and all these different things, all these different challenges. But help them understand that you're with them, that there's a plan, and they're going to make it through on the other side. Lord, we appreciate you and thank you for everything you do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 All right. So, all right, got that out. Now, let's go to some landings. We've got a lot to be thankful for. We have a ton of landings.
Yep.
I'll name off a few. Guys, get your hands on LinkedIn ready. Get your donut emojis ready. Okay, there's a story behind that.
I'm sure there is.
Story behind it.
Or donut holes.
Donut holes.
Or donut holes.
I'm just saying, he doesn't look like he misses too many donuts.
Foster, you want to tell him?
I don't miss no donuts, y'all. I don't miss one donut.
Tell him about the donuts real quick, Foster. Tell him about the
So,
donuts.
here's the deal. For 15 years, we've been doing this, guys. If you land a job, we want to celebrate. And if you bring donuts, we celebrate. We have a little sugar, right? We get all hyped up. And people like me with this kind of personality, I don't need no sugar. But I do it anyway. So if you get a contract, you bring donut holes. Why is that, y'all?
Because it's not a whole job.
They said that I didn't.
Wow.
You guys said that in stereo even. Wow.
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 I got that from Flavor Flav. I'm
Hey, at
not
least-
ashamed to admit it.
At least you're working out though. You know, you got your fitness on, so you're.
I got a lot of fitness I
Look,
need to
we
be
already
working
got
on.
some donut emojis floating up in the comments. All right, guys. So let's give a very special round of applause. Get your hands on LinkedIn ready to celebrate for Matt Alexander.
Hey.
All right, Matt. Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Let's see who else we got. We got
Sir, yes, sir. Matt.
Alan Bergman.
Alan Bergman.
Hey,
Congrats.
Bergman. All right. All right.
Larry Gold sticker.
Larry landed
all right.
again. Larry, you landed again.
I got a couple
we
here.
got to talk, bro.
Who you got?
I got Marie Chantel Vera. Or
Oh,
maybe-
yeah,
maybe I
Marie
said
Vera.
Vera.
Yep.
Yep. So hey, Marie.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Marie.
Big clap for Marie and Katie Urig as well. Katie Urig.
Katie.
Yep.
Katie.
Yep. So,
And y'all don't forget Carol White out of our HR group, guys. Carol White is VP of HR, number 2 in HR at her company.
hey, that's a good connection to have now. That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
sir. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. See, guys, when you land, we want to know about it because now you are what is classified as a who you know alumni, okay? Meaning you graduated, you got to the other side of this thing, and we're going to need your support because guess what? There's going to be a future class behind you that is going to need that referral. That's going to need that resume to get to the hiring manager, right? And you're the person to do it. So don't forget where you came from. Don't forget how hard it was and how challenging it was. We need you to pay it forward. Going,
Right. Don't forget your roots, y'all. Don't
Yeah.
forget your roots.
Don't forget about who you know now.
That's right.
You better.
It's
be tuning
all
in.
about
Who.
yeah.
Y'all.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
You guys are just full of puns.
You like that?
I
Mercy.
had no idea.
You
Guys,
like
this
that?
is well-produced stuff here. I mean, this is out of this world.
You like that? You like that?
As we say in my neighborhood, we on real at this show.
This is real life.
Yeah, we on real at
Reality
this show.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, Mark, you got the tip of the week. What you
Tip
got
of the week.
for us?
All right, guys. Hey, we get this all the time, right? We know that a lot of you are not at the beginning of your career, right? Maybe in the mid or maybe even towards the later part of your careers, right? So a lot of people are always a little apprehensive about their age. And so, look, ageism is out there. There's biases out there. We know it. It rears its ugly head all the time. If you are in a category or you feel that you are not necessarily represented by your appearance, go ahead and take whatever steps you need to fix that. Look in the mirror and say, hey, is this somebody that I would hire? Oftentimes, and this goes with all of us, right? We're showing up to these Zoom meetings, and unfortunately everything's in Zoom right now, and we may look like we just woke up. Maybe we did just wake up. But make sure that your appearance is on point because, that's what people are having to go by. They've got your resume, they've got your LinkedIn profile, and then they've got you in the interview. So I'm not saying dye your hair or do anything drastic, but make sure that you're cleaned up, that you're presentable, that you're professional. And I think that will carry itself a long way if you just always keep that in the back of your mind, like, hey, is this somebody that I think looks attractive that I would want to have on my team?
I like that point. The one thing that you also want to make sure to accompany that is that don't, like, if you shave, okay, because I know a lot of people that are a little bit older, I've seen this happen. They're like, I'm going to shave to make myself look younger. Nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that. But make sure that your profile picture also is shaved and that like everything's uniform so that the person they see online is the same person they see in the interview. Right? You don't want to catfish them.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, when you show up, you need to look the same. If you wear glasses in your picture, wear glasses in your interview, right? Keep it uniform. Don't.
Right.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
branding side of it. certainly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
But we
Yeah.
want to make ourselves appealing in, look, unfortunately, we're a materialistic, visual society.
Yeah, we're in
and
Dallas.
that's just the way the world turns at this point. Not saying that, you need to be somebody that you're not. The other side of it is, why should I have to change myself? And if you feel that way, that's absolutely fine. But for those of you that do have that doubt, that apprehension, there's nothing wrong with going and getting cleaned up. Maybe if ladies going out and get your nails done and get everything done. I
Hey,
don't
there's
know
some
what
guys
to
that
do,
get their
but
nails done
guys
too. I'm
do.
not one of them.
Guys,
but
hey, if you're into that, guys, mani pedi, whatever.
I need it.
Look at Foster. Look at Foster. He's like, yeah.
I need it, y'all.
But yeah, I mean that's just the way a lot of the world works at this point, and it's unfortunate. But if that is something that you're dealing with, then there's nothing wrong with maybe taking a little time to commit to yourself.
yeah.
So I got a real quick tip of the week. It has nothing to do with job search though. When
Okay.
you go camping, bug spray, y'all. Y'all see that?
Oh, wow.
oh, you got chiggers.
Oh man.
Man, I got bit up, y'all.
Yeah, they make stuff for that.
Yeah. No, and I wore it. I had this bug spray and I still got tore up.
Wow,
sure
you
when you
did
go
get
camping-
tore up. Gee, I've got a
He
tip.
said,
Can I
"Jeez."
throw one in there? Because we were talking about this. Okay, I'm going to get on the edge of my seat when I say
Uh-oh.
this. Guys,
Uh-oh, it's getting real.
okay, yeah, this is a good one. Everybody that hears this might not like it, but it's the truth anyhow. Guys, if we're in the job search, we're on LinkedIn and all this stuff, right? How in the world are we going to endorse somebody or recommend somebody that we don't know? I'm going to leave y'all with that.
How are you going to endorse somebody you don't know? I like that. Don't do it.
Did you scoot all the way up on the couch for that?
I scooted
Oh, okay. Just
All
make
the
sure.
way up.
I scooted all the way to the edge.
It's all the way up. Okay.
I was on the edge of my seat for it, man. I'm just saying.
True.
All right, guys.
Andy, that was for you.
We got to go to a real quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere because I promise you do not want to miss this interview. We got Donnie Boivin.
Look at that, twice.
Boom!
Damn.
Donnie Boivin in the house. This is going to light you on fire.
From Hazel,
Don't go
too.
anywhere. We'll be right back.
You want to transition out of your career and do something tech related. CodeUp is the place for you. When I came to CodeUp, I was actually working at a chain hair salon. It was just starting not to be for me anymore. My goals were to never work a weekend ever again, to have full health care and benefits, and to just have more time with my son. And now I've met all of those goals. I don't have any regrets. I just regret not coming sooner when I saw those billboards when I was driving down the highway.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
Hey guys, Ken Lehman here. Wanted to share briefly with you my experience in job searching. And it is all about who you know and using video that I believe I landed a position working for Amazon Web Services and heading up part of their AWS technical support team.
Hello, Who You Know crew. Thank you so much. Just a quick shout out of gratitude to all of you for your help and support during the summit process and beyond. Feeling very accomplished based on the tools that you provided, the support and encouragement, and the positivity overall.
Hi everyone, my name is Shauna Reinhart. I want to give a big shout out today to Trevor Houston and the team at Who You Know. I attended their Career Transition Summit yesterday online, and I was provided with valuable tools, insight, and information to help me increase my visibility and responses on LinkedIn.
I thought it was a fantastic seminar, and the focus on LinkedIn with everything from video, tagging, hashtags, using a calendar to invite people to make connections with you was just fantastic.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who
you know.
who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
Who you know.
So we're back, and as I mentioned before, guys, viewer discretion is advised. We've got a very special guest with us today. Donnie Boivin is in the house.
3 times in a row.
Three in a row.
I think you got it now.
From
Hat
Hazel.
trick.
From Hazel.
From Hazel, Mark Lushington Murray.
So let me give you a little bit of background, okay? So Donnie is a former Marine, or is a Marine, as Foster says, right? He's the founder and creator of Success Champion Networking, which is an organization that includes one of the world's top podcasts, okay? A Success Champions magazine, Facebook group and virtual networking groups, and his upcoming Badass Business Summit.
Just for the record, he said badass before I did.
Well,
Setting the tone.
Kind of like Ron Burgundy, right?
Right.
Kind of a big deal.
He's
That's what
kind
you
of a
said
big
before.
deal.
That's what you said before.
BABS, Babs.
Babs.
So his story is about becoming a success champion in his own life, and has inspired thousands to get out of their own way and go for it. So get ready to have your fire lit and start chasing your own dreams. Everybody, please welcome Donnie Boivin.
Nice. I want to see a lot of hand claps on there, guys. So lots of hand claps.
Clap it
More
out.
donuts.
Clap it
I like
out.
those.
You like the donuts?
Yeah,
okay.
It's fun.
Yeah,
That's fun. So thanks for having me here, boys. This is a lot
Oh,
of fun.
man.
I hope we get the thunderstorm behind us. So
You know, that'd be cool.
It would. I'll give it a whole new lightning show. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
You were
haven't
lightning
had that
before
yet.
the thunder?
Yes, I like it. Look at he's all trying to be witty and stuff. I like it.
He brings the dad jokes.
It
Okay.
gets
Now we know where it's
worse.
coming
It
from.
gets worse, Donnie.
There's sometimes he'll drop something and we'll just stare at him like,
Really?
like,
Just-
really.
Like,
that
really?
was the out loud voice, dude.
Yeah.
That was not a mic drop. That's a mic take away. Like, I want to take his mic, cut
Can you
his mic off.
unplug his mic?
Yeah, exactly.
Negative mic comment.
So Donnie, take us back a little bit
Yeah.
before all the success, because you've definitely you've built something pretty amazing. We're going to talk about that, but take us back before all the success, before the podcast, before your business and
I'm
all
getting
that.
mic drops before it even happens.
It
dude.
just happened.
That's
it just
how awesome
happened.
it is.
That
It was
literally
inevitable.
a mic drop. You messed that one up. Tell us about that and you know, like your transition from the Marine Corps.
Yeah, so 4 years in the Marine Corps, I really went in right as I got out of high school. As soon as I got out of the Marine Corps, I spent 20 years as a straight commission sales guy, and that it's a really quick, funny story. My best friend and his old man were doing HVAC, and I went to work for them, and they're like, cool, it's Texas, so you're going to crawl around in attics and under houses in Texas summers. So that lasted about 2 weeks, and my boss, Jerry, at the time, walked up to me, and he's like, dude, you're about to quit, aren't you? And I said, damn right, I'm about to quit. He goes, before you quit, would you try something for me? I said, okay, what's that? He goes, you're going to do sales. I'm like, what the hell is sales? And he goes, I'm going to hand you a bunch of pamphlets. You're going to go knock on people's doors and see if they'll let us come look at their air conditioning unit. And I said, wait, I don't have to go up in attics or under houses? He goes, no. I said, I'm in. Let me try it. So that stunt, I grew that business from about a $300,000 company to a little over $3 million in about 2 years. We took them fully commercial. I was recruited from there to go up to St. Louis, helped be a part of a franchise sales team there. We grew that company from $80 to $100 million. From there, I got corporate downsized. We were bought out by Cardinal Health, and we were told that my position was redundant. Helped that I was 24 years old at the time. Wow. You know, and then, so I came back home to Texas. I bartended for a couple years because, you know, that's what you do when you're young and dumb. And had a lot of fun. And then I actually got recruited from behind the bar to go sell commercial printing for a company named Global Group. Sold commercial printing, grew a multi-million-dollar division for them for a while. And then my last job before I jumped out on my own was working with an organization called Sandler Training, one of the top sales training companies in the world.
Carl Graff.
Carl Graff, I know Carl.
Yep, I worked with him.
Yep, and became, quote-unquote, one of the top sales trainers out there. And then in September of 2017, my business partner, and I went out to dinner to really celebrate all of our wins and everything that we'd done in the business. And he said something during that dinner that just changed everything in my life. And what he said to me was, Donnie, thank God you're my retirement plan. And he said it out of love. I took it out of love, and immediately I looked right back at him, and I was like, dude, it's been my honor. I've loved working for you. You know, I've loved every moment of this. But when I walked to my truck, I'm going to keep this clean because I don't usually keep this clean when I tell the story. I walked to my truck, and I sat down and I said, Donnie, what the hell are you doing? You were literally somebody else's retirement plan. 15 days later from that's when I launched Success Champions. I walked away from it all, the great money, the benefits, the health, everything, and launched Success Champions. Flash forward to where it is now, one of the top podcasts in the world, magazine with over 10,000 subscribers, Facebook group with 1,100 small business owners in it. We have Success Champions Networking, which we launched because of COVID. We launched that in May. We now have 24 chapters across the U.S. We launched 2 more in Canada. We just opened up in London, and we're getting in southern U.K., and Denmark's on the radar next. And then in 2 weeks from right now, we're doing the Badass Business Summit at the Hearst Convention Center in Fort Worth, Texas. So, which we sold out. The in-person's completely sold out.
So y'all hear that? He sold out the convention center during COVID. Okay, like that's a mic drop.
We can't get in, y'all.
I mean, come on.
But I do have plenty of virtual tickets. So if y'all are interested, I have virtual tickets.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean,
thanks, dude.
So okay, you left some high success.
Yep.
In a more of a corporate setting.
Right.
And to go start your own venture, I know that you had to have some fears that went along with that.
Dude, the day I quit my job, I cried all the way home. I freaked the hell out. I mean, I'd never worked for myself, right? I'd never had a company. I'd never had a business. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And, 6 months from that moment, I proved it when I'm standing on the front porch of my farm looking at my wife saying, babe, we're about to lose everything we have. Because I have no idea how to run a business. Now, she told me something at that moment that once again changed the directory.
Uh-oh.
I can't say the full phrase. Well, yeah, I can. She told me to get off my ass and go sell something. Right? So, and I did. And I started fighting and started figuring out. And then I found podcasting, and podcasting is what really saved the business. And guys, in this day and age, if you're not doing podcasts, getting on shows like this, or going to tell your story and message somewhere, you are missing out on the greatest networking opportunity in the world. Within 5 minutes of being up here in the studio, I'm getting ready to go give a speech for another group. I met another gentleman that wants to talk about maybe coming on the podcast. Trevor's probably coming on my show, in just a matter of a few minutes, all because of a podcast, guys. So it's the greatest networking on the face of the earth.
Yeah. What better way to connect with a large audience that is going to get value from what you're telling them,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And going to connect with you.
Well, I was talking with one of our audience members, and he was like, man, I love watching the show because I get to connect with your guests, and they're so willing to talk to me, right? Because, and it totally makes sense. Like, you'll come on the show, well, you get all hyped up, have a good show, and have a good time. And then an audience member comes out and connects with you and says, hey, I saw you on the Who You Know show. And you're like, oh, yeah, totally. Like, it's a door opener, right, for that person.
All day long.
It's commonality.
All day long.
Straight commonality.
So I know a lot of your viewers are looking for work and trying to get a job. Here's the biggest thing I want you guys to understand is don't look at the world like there's any sort of competition. There is no competition. The only person you ever compete with is your damn self, right? And if you keep that in mind as you're continuing to move forward in life, you're going to win more and more and more. The greatest life lesson I ever learned was launching a business. So if you've ever want to figure out what you're made of, literally launch a business, because once you understand that there's no one left to blame but you've got no choice but to win. And then you realize every success I have, that's my fault. Every failure I have, that's also my fault. And once you take complete ownership of your life, nothing else matters.
Boom.
Oh, I got a dead ringer.
You like that? Oh, you got a ringer?
Yeah,
oh,
you got a ringer.
Okay.
They're throwing things at me.
So that's all about accountability, right?
It could be accountability, but it's really
failures and successes.
Yeah, that's true. But it's more importantly about stop giving a damn what other people think about you. Right?
Yep.
Because most of us walk around this world like we have this whiteboard on our chest, walking up to every person we meet going, would you write on here what I'm worth? And we do it on interviews, we do it in conversations, we do it in everything. Guys, rip off the damn whiteboard and just go be you. Oh. It's Oscar Wilde that said it, be you, everyone else is taken, right?
Everybody else taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
all
it.
Right. So we had a mic drop moment in here.
I got to get my mic back.
All right. Everybody's got the mic drop. Oh, they're look, we got boom. Everybody says boom, mic throw, mic drop. Okay. So here's what we do when we have a mic drop moment on this show. We're gonna ask the audience a question. So do you have a question that you want to present to the audience?
Sure. Yeah. So guys, as you're moving on your journey, what's the biggest thing that scares you? What's the biggest thing that scares you? Whether you're going to look for a job, starting a company, anything else, what's that biggest fear you have? And the reason I ask, and I want to hear it in the comments, the reason I ask that is once you understand that your biggest fear is really not that bad, it sure as hell makes life a lot easier.
Oh, yes.
Right?
I love that. You know what? Okay, so my biggest fear in the world, public speaking.
Was.
Why?
Well, look.
It's like you're sitting on stage.
You want to know why? Because the enemy wants to steal that. The enemy wants to lie, kill, and destroy. That's what he came here to do. Lie, kill, and destroy. He wants to steal your purpose. He wants to keep you from making an impact.
You should have seen it, Donnie, when we first started this.
No, I'm serious.
He was
Whatever
scared
your
to
fear
death.
is,
It
guys,
was in him. All the time it was in him.
Whatever your fear is, guys, I want you to think about it. It's probably tied to the enemy. The enemy is fear, and he's going to use that as a tool to intimidate you, to keep you isolated, to keep you stuck. And yes, public speaking, a huge crippling fear for me. And look, because this is my mission and my purpose, and and the enemy wanted to steal that from you, from the audience. So you would never get to meet me if the enemy won that battle.
Let me define fear then, because people screw up what fear actually is. Fear is nothing more than the universe saying go that direction. Right? When that fear pops up in our life, it's literally the universe, like it's popping up a flashlight and saying, go that. So there was a stand-up arcade game many years ago. And in this arcade game, you played this little sword dude battling dragons. And I've got to watch my language. I'm trying. This is not easy, guys. Don't listen to my podcast if you're really offended, right? But there's this dude, and in the arcade, what happens is a light would flash on the screen, and every time the light would flash, you had to move the joystick very fast to get your character to go that direction, or this dragon would slay you. And fear works the same way. When that fear pops up, it's literally the universe saying that's the right direction. So the mere fact that you had a fear of any sort of public speaking was literally the universe saying, dude, that's the right direction to go.
That's what you need to do.
Right? And most times, because we don't take the action, life is all about actions, and I hate massive action. Those idiots that throw massive action out there are just dumb. Massive action leads to
Massive
burnouts.
action will blow your house up.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
need... Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, it's awesome. But you need consistent daily action. That's all you need.
Yes.
Right? Massive action leads to
Consistency.
burnout, right? And so when those fears pop up, you literally just have to move straight in that direction. Because it's not about getting on the other side of that fear, ever. It's about who you become as you go through that fear.
You
And
have to
as you
lean
move
into
through
it.
that fear, you start to evolve and good things happen.
100%.
You know, and it's like in a moment when people were out looking for work and everything else. Man, those voices in their head just get louder and louder and louder, and like, damn, am I ever going to find something? Is it ever going to work? Yeah, well, the more you say that, the more you say, the universe, can I have some more of that? Right? You got to flip the script
Your
and
focus
say,
becomes your reality.
your focus becomes your outcome. Right? Right? Same thing, right? So you literally got to look at the world and say, hold my beer and watch this crap. Boy, I really cleaned that up. And
that's real clean there,
right?
B. Yeah.
I'm trying, guys. But literally, you know, guys, we get one shot on this rock.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, look, when you go meet your maker, he's going to ask you to account for every single day that you were here on this earth.
Yep.
And you know what? The question is, did you make the most of it?
Hey, Donnie.
Did you leave an impact?
Yeah. Hey, Donnie, you know, we always talk about how we learn from hard times.
Yep.
And if it's smooth all the time, we don't really get nowhere.
Yep.
So my uncle, before he died, he looked at me and said, boy, let me tell you something. He said, all sunshine makes for a desert.
Oh man, I love it.
Mike on himself.
We gotta rewind. We're getting off the beaten path here. Okay, so Donnie had the mic drop moment. Okay, we've got a bunch of comments coming in here. Now I'm not sure what answer you were looking for because
It doesn't matter.
We gotta announce a winner.
All right, well, we can do that. We'll give away a ticket to the
away,
virtual
yeah.
summit.
So,
Yeah.
so I want to know who you think here. We got Susan says failure and ability to provide for my family. Greg says failing. Let's see what else we got.
Guys, you never fail. You just give up. There's a big difference, right? If you just keep progressing forward, it's never a failure.
Travis says same for me. So that would be public speaking. Not okay. Mark says not using my God-given talent. So that's his fear, not using his talent.
So
Heidi says fear of letting down.
let's do the one who said the not giving up or not taking care of her family. I want the public speaking guy. You win one too.
Oh, wow.
I'll give away a couple more.
Okay, so Susan Straub, congratulations.
Oh,
Same last
my
name?
friend Susan.
Straub. Okay.
Yep.
Susan, congratulations.
You're
to
getting
you.
a free ticket to or virtual ticket to the Badass Business Summit.
And you said.
Yep.
Tra-
the guy who has a fear of public speaking. Yep.
Yep. Travis Lancher.
Lancer.
Lachner. Travis, bro, come on, man. You can't. I can't. Lachner. I
Yeah, he's
can't.
got a last name like I got, so it works.
My
Give me
man
one more. Give me
Josh
one more.
Ferris is with us.
And then.
Not using. Do me. What's Heidi Torres?
She's
Yeah,
a
fear of letting down others.
Heidi Torres.
Do Heidi. Heidi.
All right.
You know,
Heidi Torres.
if you guys will connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message. I'll get you guys back so you can get those virtual tickets.
Josh says not making it to Donnie's Summit.
Who said that?
Josh Ferris is the
Dude,
man.
Josh,
50
send me a
grand.
message.
I'm
I'll get you a virtual ticket.
Josh is the man.
There you go.
Round of
There you
applause,
go.
guys. Hands on LinkedIn. That is awesome. Y'all are all some amazing winners. You get to go to the Badass Summit. What, Badass Summit?
Yeah, Badass Business Summit.
Business Summit.
Badass Business Summit.
Okay. Now let me explain why this is kind of important. Okay. So we see this all the time. I meet a lot of job seekers who spend a lot of time. Maybe they have an extended search. Okay. We met one gentleman that was 28 months in the search. 28 months, you could build a business.
Yes.
Okay. 12 months, you could build a business. I don't know how long you've been searching, but what is that dream that you've had inside? What would you do if you could not fail? If you could not fail with 100% certainty, what would you go do?
It's something in everybody.
Yep.
Right?
JC Seipel, are you watching?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, JC Seipel, he's starting his own business.
See, there you go.
Hey, and if you guys are starting a business, we do a ton of this. So I have a Facebook group called Success Champions. That's all we talk about is helping you get your business off the ground. There's no sales in there, no anything like that. It's free advice all the time. Come hang out with us, and you get access to me all the time. So I'm happy to give any sort of help and advice I can along.
Yeah.
Because I think small business makes this world go around. right? So
Yes,
if more
it
people
does.
aren't getting in business, that's why we find ourselves in crazy times that we're in. So man, if you've ever thought about, starting a business, man, while you're searching for work, go launch something, right? Dual to that time. Gary Vee, who I love and some people compare me to, he says it best. Your 8 to 5 pays the bills. It's your 5 to freaking 2 in the morning that builds your legacy.
Oh,
Right?
I love that.
Ooh.
I like
So
that.
while you're searching
That's
all
a Gary
day,
V?
Because
That's a Gary V?
Yep.
man, I'm known
Well,
for not
he's not
getting
in.
sleep.
He's not in here, but Gary, that's
Gary.
for you.
That's Gary.
I want you to come on this show.
Tag Gary
I'm calling
V.
you out.
Gary
Hey,
Vaynerchuk.
can y'all tag Gary V like
Yep,
Mark said?
tag Gary V.
Tag Gary V in the comments. I'll give him 2 mics for that.
Yeah, one of those mics was mine.
Now you're stealing mics. He's stealing mic drops.
Mine bounced over there.
But so do the 8 to 5. Go looking for work, right? Network your butt off and go meet as many freaking people as you possibly can. But dude, take that time every afternoon and work on your dream.
Yeah.
What was one of your biggest fears, right? Like as you're, starting the business, getting started, like was it, where's
care of
the
the
next
family.
taking care of family?
Yeah, you go from a life, and this is things that I didn't know when I launched the business is, I never understood that my life was in somebody else's hands. I spent 20 years in straight commission sales, and if you don't know what that means, it means I didn't eat dinner unless I sold something, right?
Eat what you kill.
Yeah, exactly. So when I launched the business, there was this whole series of, oh hell, I don't know what to do next. Right? I don't know the next move. And one of the reasons I ran the business into the ground is because I created another job for myself, not a business. I'd go get a client because I was damn good at sales. I'd service that freaking client, and then I'd get them to where they needed to go, and then there was nothing behind it. I was like, oh crap, now I gotta go get another client. And that business model is just not scalable. So it's most of the fears that pop up when you do this, you're going to find out you've always figured out a way. And really one of the other things that saved me and my business to move forward was the mere thought of other people thinking that I failed. Right? I was more worried that people would go, oh my God, Donnie failed. He didn't make it. It didn't work. That put more fuel in my ass than anything else, that I did, because by God, Donnie wasn't going to fail because I wasn't going to quit. And I think a lot of times how entrepreneurs and business owners find success is we're too dumb to throw in a freaking towel, right? We get to a point when we're about to lose it all.
Some people need to throw that towel in.
Well, look, man, if
people need to throw that towel.
If you've been trying to build a business for 7 years and the damn thing still ain't working, throw in a freaking towel.
What's the guy from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful?
Which Wonderful?
Yeah, he says, take it behind the barn and shoot it. Sometimes you just got to take it behind the barn and shoot it.
That's super applicable, though, for job seekers, right? I mean, you just can't quit, and there's a lot of people that they get discouraged, they give up, they go a different direction when that's really not the direction that they wanted or should be going. And I think it actually is a theme that's been carried over from several shows because it's all about the grit, right?
Yeah.
It is all about grit. Guys, Donnie, thank you so much, man.
Oh, dude,
I
my
really
honor.
appreciate you coming. And he came last week. We had a scheduling issue.
Yeah, we had it all mixed
It was
up.
on me.
And I
It
felt
was
so
on me.
bad. I felt bad. I was like,
No, he
"Man."
didn't.
I know
He
I
didn't
did.
even wave by. He's like, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wow.
Hey, let me do this for you guys, though.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, guys. If you're getting any value out of these guys and you're tuning in each week and they're doing all this stuff for you, do me a favor and share this show out. Tell a few other people about it. Because look, being a podcaster, the likes and the comments are beautiful and great, and they love them. Don't get me wrong. But there's nothing more glorious than you walking up to somebody and saying, "Man, you got to check these guys out." Because when you do that, it's like you walked up and gave them a virtual hug, and it means everything. So literally, if you got other friends that are looking for work, if you got other people that are looking for work, if you've got, people that could get value out of this content, please share this with them. It'll mean everything to these guys.
Y'all
That's
ready?
all she wrote.
Y'all ready?
Boom!
Boom.
Boom! Dropping that
Donnie,
mic,
thank you
Donnie.
so much, man. We
my
love
honor,
you, man.
fellas. My
Appreciate you. You're always welcome back.
How do you say his last name, though?
Boivin.
Look at that!
Because I forgot.
Guys, we got to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we got Katherine McCord.
Katherine McCord from Florida.
At
Wow, that
Waldorf
came out
University,
smooth.
We are committed to helping you discover a path to success.
Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
This is my very first LinkedIn video. Hi, this is Mike Sodolak, and I help companies design and develop information technology infrastructure solutions that are stable, reliable, easy to use, and security focused. The purpose of this is to keep your company from having a PR nightmare, maintaining the productivity of your team members and employees, and keeping your company from having any financial loss due to a breach or hack event. Please be on the lookout for content that I'm going to be adding to LinkedIn and how your company could benefit from these stable and secure solutions. I'm also trying to add new members and become more active in LinkedIn. If there are any professionals that you believe I should connect with, please add their name to the video below. Thank you and have a great day.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who you know.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
And you got to know Katherine McCord.
Well, you do know Katherine McCord. So, guys, we're very excited. We've got a very special guest with us. Katherine McCord is the president of Titan Management, which is a national unique recruiting and consulting firm with a focus on startups, and the host of CareerLaunch Live. Her focus is on ridding the hiring process. Writing. No, you don't want to write it. Ridding the hiring process of discrimination.
That's right. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, she's serious about that. Oh, yeah, you will find that she's serious about it.
And I am very serious. I'm very serious about it. First of all, I want to take a minute to thank these two gentlemen right here who have been co-hosts on my show. I'm working on you. We're going to get you on there, Mark.
It's coming.
It is going to happen. It is going to happen.
Mark's mature, though, you know?
Yeah, he's too mature. He's not going to make me look good.
I'll bring the dad jokes. I'll bring the dad
jokes. We're definitely going to have you on. Actually, I have an idea of the episode I want to have you on. But
Meg Rose, I owe you a dad joke.
Oh, Mark, you need your own show, your own sub show, Dad Jokes with Mark.
Dad Jokes with Mark. I know a few people that would tune into that.
No?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you know
people, yeah, I know some people that would totally tune into this. We're going to make this a thing.
Bad jokes with Mark.
Bad jokes with Mark. No, dad jokes. Dad jokes. All right, anyways, wow. So we're getting off
But
on
we
a
digress.
purple squirrel. We're getting off on a purple squirrel.
I am a recruiter.
Katherine, what do you mean by ridding, the hiring process of discrimination? What is the biggest discrimination that you're seeing within that hiring process?
That's a tough one, but I will tell you the truth, and actually you touched on it earlier. Ageism is the number one type of discrimination that we are seeing, and it is a shame. And what's funny is that the bar for that is getting lower.
It's lower.
It used to be, Foster, it used to be like 65 is when they started getting weird on you, and then it dropped to 60, 55, and 50. I just had a 45-year-old tell me, or 46-year-old tell me that she got discriminated against.
Wow.
That's insane. That's crazy. And there's still racial discrimination. I just got off the phone with a gentleman who told me that he applied to a job using his full name, he's a Hispanic. I can't say that word either. You and me, we can't talk right, Trevor. This is not good.
That's
Hispanic gentleman, and he said applying with his full name, he didn't get a call. When he used the exact same resume for the exact same job 2 weeks later, and all he did was use his middle name.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not good. No,
horrible.
That's not good.
That's like me. I tell people I'm Mark Elder, and then I go to apply for a job, and then they want me to make microchips and stuff. It's crazy.
Microchips.
Wow.
It's true. No, it's
Trevor
true.
makes me do all the IT work at the Who You Know, and I'm like, what?
Trevor?
What's up with that?
What?
I think we need to have a session to talk about diversity and inclusion.
Hey, look at our show. Diversity and inclusion.
It's more inclusion than diversity. We are the Rainbow Coalition
we are
up in
diverse. We got the baby boomer.
Yep.
Right? We got the Gen X. We got the millennial.
I want to point something out, though.
What?
I'm the only female on the stage.
Well, that's what
I'm just playing. I'm just teasing you guys. You know I love you. You know I just
we
love
have the hype lady.
The hype lady, that's right.
We got the hype lady
We
with
talked about one time replacing Mark with Fanny. Fanny does.
Oh,
Nice to me.
But everybody loves Fanny.
Oh, so you have another token Asian.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is. He's got to keep the token Asian. No, I'm telling you
Fanny,
that.
I hope you're not watching this.
You know
Fanny
she is.
watching.
They're just shaking her
Hi,
head.
Fanny. We
Going,
love you.
Okay. Another purple
We're
squirrel
off the
moment.
rails. We're off the rails.
All right, we're not having mic drop
Purple
moments.
squirrel.
We're having purple squirrel moments. Okay, let's rewind real
That
quick.
was our
okay?
whole job
So I want
on
to
the
ask
show
the audience,
yesterday.
real quick, audience.
Yeah.
Are you feeling like you're dealing with ageism? Okay, tell me in the comments if you feel like you're dealing with ageism.
or any other type of discrimination.
Or, yeah,
please.
yeah.
Tell us what you feel like they're hating on for. Hating on
Yeah,
you
why
for.
are they hating on you?
So much
That's
hate
what we
in
want to
this
hear.
Nina's with us, Catherine.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Nina.
Hey, Nina, what's going
Oh,
on?
Hey, what's going on?
Fanny's on there. She's laughing.
And I know
Laughing.
Susan is too, by the way. Hey, Susan.
Hey,
She knows
Susan.
she's one of my faves, too.
Yeah, Susan's on here. She's one
Yes,
of
she
my
knows I
favorites.
love Susan. She's so funny. And guys, by the way, seriously, like Donnie said, connect to these guys, share the show. People get a lot of great information, but also just anybody that you're seeing in the comments that's saying something intelligent, saying something that kind of resonates with you, connect with them. These people want to network with you.
Yeah, they do.
They want to connect. They want to help. Susan Straub is actually one of them. Fanny is fantastic.
Susan
Fanny
Straub
Dugan,
rocks.
she's wonderful. And just any of the other people. Dan Irvin's probably in there. He's usually in there.
Oh, yeah.
Dan,
So-
the man, 50 grand.
I know that they're wanting to hear, like, what are some strategies then? What
Okay.
are some techniques?
Yeah, what do
like,
we
how
do?
do you deal with this?
One of so one of the first things I got to clean this up. I got to wait.
Yes,
Hold on.
yeah, you
I got to
do,
clean it
Kathy.
up
You better
because I
clean
have
this
a way
one
that I
up,
like
yeah.
to say this. So I got to clean this up too. Honestly, guys, a lot of it is you just have to be bold enough that it does not matter, and a lot of people, yeah, just.
Shake them
I tell
haters off.
people,
Come on, haters
shake it
off.
off.
Haters off.
Be tenacious. If you go in there and you know that you're the best one for the job,
Be
you're
that.
fine.
Be that.
And I will tell you that even when you apply, if you have a bold enough approach,
Yeah.
you're fine. You are just fine. Let me tell you, if just as an example, if Trevor walked into my door and said, "You need to hire me for sales," which I know he would, I'd go, "Okay, let's have a conversation. Let's sit down and have a
Golly,
conversation."
you and Donnie. Good grief.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, seriously, yeah. Sit down and I mean, it's really that simple. Just be bold. Now, when it comes to, but people are going, okay, but how do I get the interview? You know, how do I get that? How do I
Right,
make
how do
that
I get
step?
to there?
Number one, if you can, LinkedIn. It's the who you know, right? Get on LinkedIn, know somebody,
Get it.
find a way to know somebody. You're not necessarily going to know somebody right off the bat, but find a way to know them. On top of that, people don't like to hear this either. Go in their door. Let them see your face. Do not just be the name on the other side of the computer. Walk in there and have something to say and meet them.
I love that. And that right now is exactly what we're teaching, right? I mean,
Yeah.
video.
Get
You
face to
can't-
face.
If you can't walk in right now,
Yeah.
I mean, just
Sometimes you can't.
In a lot of corporate security, right? Like, you know, Pepsi's down the road. You can't just walk into Pepsi. Toyota's down the road. You can't just walk in there. But video, you can walk in with a video, through a video, and own it.
That's right.
Own the video.
Oh,
That's
you
right.
know what they told me, Catherine?
boy.
I told a friend of mine that you were going to be on the show today, and he goes, "Remind those people that the phone is not dead."
Yes, the phone is not
Y'all
dead.
pick up the phone and talk to
call
somebody,
people.
please.
Yes.
Yeah. The phone's not dead.
Phone's not dead.
Well, the phone is dead. The voicemail isn't dead. Okay, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to call. You're going to get a voicemail. That's just what's going to happen. Reality,
Yeah.
right? No one's picking up that phone. You're going to get a voicemail. So what are you leaving on the voicemail? Know that
Yes.
you're going to voicemail.
Yes. And be
Anticipate
prepared.
it. And have a phenomenal voicemail with a call to action to get you that conversation.
It's all about that connection. That's why I'm saying, guys, the phone is not dead. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need no explanation. The phone is not dead.
That's right.
I don't need no explanation.
Oh, and,
Yeah.
and on your resume, show enthusiasm. I get resumes all day long. I mean, you know, I work in recruiting, so obviously I see resumes all day long.
Oh, I
I
know.
get the most boring resumes. I'm
Yes.
going, are you a potato? I don't understand. I don't
A couch
understand.
potato.
Like, you're a couch potato just sitting around.
That's
I don't
me.
understand this. Show some enthusiasm, guys. You know, if you're excited about a type of career, a particular job duty, something like, or the company, show that. Show that enthusiasm. Show, I love doing this. Like my sales guys, I'm like, brag on yourselves. Don't act like you're not excited about how good you are at what you do. Brag on yourself. If you're in IT, what's something awesome that you programmed? Tell me about it. Show enthusiasm. That comes through the page.
Well, that's something that people need some work on, selling themselves, because it's always easier to sell someone else than it is yourself, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, we sell all the time, guys. Every day is sales. Every single day, right? You gotta convince your wife to marry you or whatever, right? Like, you're always selling.
Holly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, real talk. And it's a matter of being able to reverse engineer it and sell yourself in a way that doesn't sound cocky or, you know, self-serving or anything like that.
Definitely confident.
Confident is good.
Yeah.
Cocky is not.
Cocky is not.
Right?
Nobody want to deal with cocky.
Nobody wants to deal with that. Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
talking
true.
about.
Don't want to buzz cocky.
We all know that there's some people out there that are a little too much.
That kind
Oh
of,
my gosh, yes.
that kind of
And
goes
don't do that
along
either.
with one of the
Yes,
tips that we had a while back, and I want to hear your thoughts on this, Catherine, too, which is in selling, one of the best ways to sell, we buy emotional, right? No matter what it is, data is important, but we buy emotional.
True.
And it's about disturbing, right? Disturbing. And so one of the ways that we talked about is finding a problem that the company is dealing with, right? And then maybe you talk about that in the interview, talk about that problem, just get them disturbed.
Yes.
And then be or present a solution. What do you think about that?
100%. In fact, in one of our previous episodes, I think it was 2 episodes back when I had Susan on, we talked about that very issue. And I think that one of the things that people forget is that nobody ultimately cares what you did. It's what can you do for them. Okay? Let me tell you, I've had people walk into my office with no experience at all in recruiting, and I hired them and they kicked butt and took names. Why? Because they told me what they could do and how. So I think that what people need to focus on is not so much what you did, but here's a problem that you have. And like you said, mention that problem. Throw it on out there. Look them up. What do you have that's not quite working that I can fix? And you say, you know, I know this is going on for you. This is how I'm going to fix it, and I'm excited to fix this for you. I am enthusiastic about this.
Yeah, drop that mic on there. One of the ways that you could do that, right? Because people are like, well, I don't know. How do I find out what the problems are, right? How do I find that out?
Right.
Where do I get that information? That networking. That's where networking comes in. That's where the informational interviews are key, right? That's
and Glassdoor. And Glassdoor.
And Glassdoor.
Oh, Glassdoor, yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
My dad put it in a good manner. Yeah, I'm getting on the edge of my seat.
Here we go.
So, guys, my dad told me if you want to know how to do something, go hang out with the people that do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or if you want to fix, Buster.
Virtual.
I don't think I'm supposed to throw mine.
Virtual.
But
No,
virtual throw in that one.
Hold on. We got to go back. You guys, every time we do a mic drop, y'all keep the conversation going. So let's go. Let's go to the audience real quick. We need to figure out.
Yeah, what's the audience
Do we
say?
have a question for the audience?
Do we have a question?
Yeah.
You already asked one.
And do we have a, we got,
Do I have another question
Yeah,
for them?
do you have
What's
a
a question that I have
Yeah,
for them?
what's the question you want to ask them? Something that they can answer that we got, you need to know.
Okay, so I mean, I know we already asked them about, you know, what kind of discrimination they're feeling. But I don't want to know that. I want to know when you're going into these when you're actually getting to the interview point. Okay, we're going to talk about the interview very specifically.
Okay.
What is it? We're going to go kind of back to y'all's theme of fear, right? What is it that stops you from being successful once you've gotten into that interview? What fear is striking you when you go in there that is stopping you from? Because that's what it is, guys. 9 times out of 10, if you flop an interview, it's fear. It's not that you didn't have the skills or anything like that. It's that you got afraid and you froze.
You choked.
You choked. Yeah, you choked. Yeah, you choked.
Like
And-
Eminem and the
Oh, wow.
Yep,
the mile.
in the rap
That's
battle.
right.
That
Yes,
8
an 8 mile. An 8 mile. You choked.
You
8
choked.
mile.
You choked. So what is it that makes you choke, guys?
Wow.
That is what I want to know.
Yeah,
Like
tell
New
us what's
Orleans
making
Saints.
you choke in the interviews, y'all. I want to know.
Yep.
Tell us in the. Hold on.
Do we know?
That's right.
So I got one here. Peter says, okay. Oh wait. Hold
Peter's is sweating.
Yeah, sweating. Your self-talk. Perfection versus progress. Let's see. Being too polite.
Oh,
Want them to
that's
like
an
me.
interesting one. Yeah, and then wanting them to like you.
It's from Chuck.
The number one thing there, Chuck, that was Chuck, right?
Yep.
That said wanting to like. Okay. The number one thing there, Chuck, is who cares? If they don't like you, that's not the place for you.
That's right.
Okay? You're either going to fit or you're not, and you don't want to try to make yourself fit into a culture because you will be miserable and you will not be successful. Just be yourself I mean, maybe clean it up a little bit. Sometimes we have to do that for. We got to be the cleaner versions of ourselves, but be yourself and look for a culture that automatically just fits who you are.
Love that. We got Courtney Melendez. She says, her fear is throwing a curveball question I wasn't prepared for. So she's afraid of that, that question that she's not ready for.
A lot of people are, and I always loved those. I loved them, and I think the key is, number one, don't feel like you need to respond the second that question comes out of their mouth, right?
Yeah,
Foster, you and I have talked about this
so,
before.
Catherine, I'm going to ask you because I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Let's have it.
So we have interviewed, lots of people. So have you ever felt that somebody's trying to tell us the answer that they think
Yes.
we want to hear?
Constantly. And that was the next thing that would leads right into what I was going to say next is they want genuine answers. Okay, guys? They're throwing you the curveball because they don't want your prepped answer. Now, you should do some very basic prep, but just be genuine. Just respond in the moment. That's what people want because that's who they want to get to know the real you. I'd say 85%, Foster, you can yay or nay this. 85% of hires are because they like you. That's it. 85%. I have sent people that are 100% qualified, can do everything and more. They don't get the job. The guy that made them laugh, that guy gets the job.
Yeah, he's looking
That's the guy that gets the job.
And they hired him.
Yep. Yeah, he had 60% of the qualifications and he got hired.
So we need to announce a winner. So we got a lot of answers coming in here. We got to get a winner
Good,
here.
G.
A winner?
Authentic.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
like
get a
that.
winner,
That's
chicken
you.
dinner.
All right, a winner chicken dinner.
And then tell them what they want.
Let's see.
Okay, so
And we're gonna do a consultation with me. I will help you with your resume. I will help you practice for job interviews, whatever you need, and make introductions for you as I'm able. So who we got here?
So we got Elizabeth Haley. She says overcoming the layoff stigma.
Yeah.
I
know that. I know the layoff stigma.
We got Philip. She says, Philip says something I'm not knowledgeable about.
All right. Of something we constantly told to be ourselves. Yeah, you're constantly told to be yourself. That's right.
That's from G.
I love that.
Hashtag authentic, she says. Julie says disarm them with your authenticity. Okay.
Yes.
So what do you
true.
think?
You know what?
Hornet.
I can't keep up with this.
They're going so fast.
They're going too fast. You're
too fast.
I'm getting old, guys.
Y'all,
you
this
can't.
is good.
This feels like one of the Gary Vee shows.
And so you're not by yourself.
Yeah, Foster. All right. So you know what? Who is the layoff stigma?
That would be Elizabeth Haley.
All right, Elizabeth Haley. Connect with me on LinkedIn.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Elizabeth, you're not searching. Elizabeth's not searching.
Okay. Well, then we want a job searcher. So
But
then
she
what about
still counts.
hashtag authentic?
Authenticity. Who was that?
Elizabeth Haley.
Well, we got Patricia Wood.
All right, Patricia Wood. There you go.
Yay, Patricia.
Patricia Wood. So connect with me on LinkedIn, and I will be glad to help you out and help you prepare for your job search, help you kind of focus your job search, and if you need any resume help, I'll be glad to assist with that.
Elizabeth's probably pissed. She's like,
Like,
you just
Trevor,
cut
what
me.
the
I
heck?
want something. Like, I don't care what it is I want.
You cut me low.
Hateful.
Like, I just want to win something.
Yep. But you were the winner, just
Love
so
you,
you know.
We've got a great question in here. I know
let's
we're
have
getting
it.
down to time, but Beth Wilkes wrote this in here, and she just, this happens all the time. We get this all the time. I just wish I could get an interview. Right?
Oh, wow.
Question is it the mechanics? Is it the experience,
First of all, whoever
the
that
match?
right. And first of all, whoever that is, please connect with me. We will have a one-on-one.
Beth,
okay,
believe me,
yes,
you want to connect
me,
with my
Katherine
buddy.
McCord. I'm on LinkedIn wearing this exact
who is
dress.
Beth Wilkes.
Beth Wilkes.
Beth, connect with Catherine.
Connect with Catherine. And by the way, to Trevor's point, I wanted y'all to be able to recognize me, so I wore the dress that I'm wearing in my LinkedIn profile
Boom.
picture. So bam.
Oh, wow.
I maintained
You're on
my
the
branding.
brand and tip
She
today.
doesn't
That's right.
catfish nobody.
I don't
She's like,
catfish
this is
anyone.
what you get.
You ain't
This
get no
is it.
catfish. Nobody noodling today. That's
This is
it.
just how I
no
like deal with it.
catfish today.
So to get that interview, okay. Number one, look for a company that matches your culture. So whatever image you are portraying, make sure that you're reaching out to companies that match up with that. That's one of the number one things, because I see that all the time. People reach out to companies that they don't align with.
What if
And so
I
the
don't know
company
how?
looks them up.
What if I don't know what that is though? Like what if I can't? Like, how do I find a company? What would I do to search for a company that fits my
Okay,
my values?
so let's look at You know what? We're gonna use you again. I
Okay.
keep using you as an example. I'm sorry,
Love
but you're
it.
just sitting next to me.
Love
So you are very strong in your faith,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you are gonna want obviously a very strong ethical company. If they portray Christian values, great. That's something wonderful. You're all about helping people. All three of you. Y'all live to help. That's the number one thing
Oh,
I
yeah.
admire about you guys. And so you're gonna want a company that wants to help people too, right? Look for a
Right.
company that
Ooh,
has
that's
charities
good,
with whom
Catherine.
you align.
That's good,
Look for a
Catherine.
company that has a message that really speaks to you. And then on top of that, also that does something that interests you. So if you're in sales or technology, that they're building something that excites you, and that you have a connection to that. And that's one of the number one ways that you can get an interview. I've done that a million times when I thought, you know what, let me just stop. That authentic self, right? That's what it is. And when you just stop and you think, what really means something to me? And I would walk in a door and get a job like that every single time. That I just stopped and really made sure that I aligned with that company. It worked. So that's the number one piece of
You
advice
know,
I
that
can give
reminds
past
me of
that
a
is kind of dumb
recruiter.
luck.
That reminds me of a recruiter thing, and I think you and I talked about it, but I'm going to watch you when I say this. Guys, when we are surfing the web for these jobs, we see a job posting and we get real excited about it. Y'all know why we get real excited about it? Because we know we're a good fit for that job.
Yes.
So at that point, we need to start doing something. You got to apply. We got to deal with the applicant tracking system. It's not the enemy. If a company spends $5 million for an applicant tracking system, you think they're going to use it? So, guys, I'm appealing to y'all's common sense. Let's not scattershoot. Let's focus on those things that we get real excited about, because Catherine and Foster can help you with what you're fit for.
Well, in
100%.
two ways that you can to do that, right? If you're really trying to figure a company that aligns with your values and all that kind of stuff. So Glassdoor, you'd mentioned Glassdoor is a
Yep.
great way to get some research.
way.
Mark, you'd mentioned informational interviews. That's another way to get an idea of what that company's actually like. What is it like to work there?
Yes.
Talk to the employees. Forget talking to the recruiters and the hiring managers. We're not there yet. Let's go get to the roots of just a straight up employee who works for that company and just have a conversation with them. What is it like working there? Why have you been there for 5 years? Why have you been there for 10 years? What kept you there so long?
Good
right?
question.
Get an idea of what it's like to work there on a day-to-day basis, and
100%.
And you may talk to some employees and they're like, I hate this company.
That's happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Oh my
I
gosh.
hate
Yes.
this company.
happened.
I'm ready to leave. Blah, 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 blah. All they can talk is negative. Well, that should be a red flag.
Especially if it's more than one.
Right?
Yes,
You get me wrong?
absolutely.
And
Yes.
guys, there's a million different
Yes.
ways. I am a creator of a network, right? So I'm supposed to be. Guys, there's 100 different ways you can find those people that Trevor's talking about.
Yes.
And they will talk to you. But you got to do it right. I'll tell you if you ask me. Ask me.
Ax me. Well, guys, man, I hate to do this. Catherine, so much that we could just keep this conversation going forever.
Catherine got more
But
energy
you know what?
than
We're
everybody
gonna,
Dr. Bunny.
we are going to keep it going on Career Launch
On Career
Live.
Launch Live. And Foster will be
Next
with
Wednesday,
me.
guys.
He very
Yeah.
graciously agreed to co-host yet again.
Yeah. Pete, I'm going to need you to help with HR next Wednesday.
Yeah, so 11 to 1 Central Standard Time. We will be on, and it will be hiring A to Z, and we're going to be talking about the perspective from the other side of the desk, but guys,
Yeah.
that'll still really help you out, and we will answer every single one of your questions live. So
Yep.
please tune in. We'd be glad to help you out.
Love it, love it, love
More
it.
than
Guys, that's the show.
It's
all about
who
you
you
know.
People from Florida.
Bye.
She brought this ring